Hi, it's Kimberly Mack, and I wanted to come on and I wanted to tell you a little bit about me. Um, I am, most of the time, I'm a serious person, but I got a really funny side to me. I do like to tell jokes and stuff. I got kind of out of that habit because I thought, maybe I shouldn't be telling jokes at work because that, was a bad thing. So I kind of got away from that. As a girl growing up, I was the girl that, always had that tan skin, real thin, and I was really skinny and lanky looking. Kind of, I didn't know what was going on. But I hit the age of probably 26, got pregnant with my son, and that's when the chemistry changed and my body started to pick up weight. But basically, a little bit about me growing up and my background. I was just a country girl. Um, I lived out in the country every summer with my dad, and I moved back to my mom's for the school year. And so many days I spent outside in the summer pulling weeds, in the garden and things like that. I hated it, didn't like it then. I love it now. But my my dad was a factory worker. My mom was a factory worker. We were blue collar, and growing up, I didn't really know a whole lot about my dad's side of the family because not knowing what reasons, they just didn't talk. So my grandmother, my grandfather would come and visit once in a while. We would go over and visit them once in a while. So I got to, get to know them a little bit, but I didn't know them a whole lot. Mostly got to know my grandmother and my grandmother's side of the family. And she is still living. She's 92. And I enjoyed listening to the stories and growing up around that and enjoying her talking about living on the farm, which I got to go visit when I was really, really young. And I remember picking eggs out of the actually it was one of the largest chicken farms in Arkansas. But we came from humble beginnings. My grandmother lived in a small little tiny house out with her mother out in the 30-acre farm, which my great-grandmother, had purchased with my grandfather, and they worked their fingers to the bone to buy that. And they used it and farmed it. And there's still 10 acres in the family today. And that piece of property goes back in our family as a piece of history. But the history from the family, from Georgia all the way over and covered wagon and all that all took place with my grandmother. Her mother's husband, her first to-be husband, engaged to, passed away and on the covered wagon coming over from Arkansas, or was coming from Georgia to Arkansas, and he went into the Mississippi through, the covered wagon, and the Mississippi took him. So she didn't get to marry her first love. And so, I got to hear those stories. And so she met my great-grandfather. And, of course, there was a huge family, so they had to farm, and they had to raise, food in order to survive. And when my grandmother got married, she lived in a barn. And my grandfather farmed with horses and pulled them, with he had them hitched up and pulling the tiller, through the soil. Well, the story was Grandma comes out with her apron and she's waving it and hollering, "It's dinner time!" because she was afraid of snakes. Well, the horses took off. Grandpa's being drugged all through the field, and he said that's it. So he uprooted, he got a job over here in Indiana, and moved all the family to Indiana. Well, after, leaving her behind for a little while so he could do that. So she had to take care of things from her end in the barn, and talks about the story about rolling out dough and having my mother go get a whiskey bottle and put a cork in it. It still has the sand. We still have that bottle in the family. But again, humble beginnings. And I didn't have a lot growing up, so I kind of did with what I had. And my grandmother went through the Depression and stuff, so I see, myself a little bit about helping people. I'm just kind of like that person that helps people. And listening to the stories about how they fed the people that were hungry and no one had to eat cornbread during the Depression. That was something that, I looked to. And so that's just a little snippet behind the scenes of my life, why I do the things I do. There's a whole lot of reasons why I do what I do. But again, it's just a little snippet of me, and that. But my vision, again, back to what my vision is for our Kimberly Mac, I want to bring you guys what I didn't ever have. I want you to have the opportunities that I didn't have. I've worked hard. I know what it feels like to come home exhausted and not have energy, and especially with a hypothyroid. And so finding our health product and having it help me lose 32 pounds, and then I'm still losing more. I just want to tell, everybody that it changed my life, and I know it could change yours. So no matter what your life story is or your background is or whatever, that's not what this is about. It's about your today, about going into aging and being healthy, and having a tool that will help you, and not being afraid to be able to take that next step because you're in utter pain. I felt that pain. I used to be in a lot of pain. I had an injury way back. And so I know what that pain felt like. And so just taking a moment and trusting in something that's not normally like you, because I know I looked at it and I was like, I don't know about this. And I waited almost a week in order to try my first trial of this supplement, because I was so frightened, because I was like, I'm not that girl. I'm not the pill girl. Although I take vitamins. But why would you not take a supplement when we know our bodies are not getting everything that we need in it? We're not getting it in our foods. There is so much that we're not getting because it's getting stripped out of the soil. The soil is overworked. It's not rested. The worms, the poisons they're pouring onto the soil, the worms aren't even able to live and thrive in it. And the worms are, they're devouring all that underneath there and helping to make that soil rich. And, the leaves and things that used to fall and make that soil rich and make it really loomy and composty, it's not there anymore. So you're not getting that. And so if your body has all these elements in it that it was created with from the beginning, and you've aged and your body's using those elements, you need to replace them. So what this product does is it replaces this stuff to your body. So why would you walk in pain when you can choose to fix it with a supplement? Why would you sit with high blood sugars or low blood sugars, or sit with anxiety or bad blood chemistry? Why would you sit and allow that to happen to yourself? Do you not believe in yourself? Do you not care about yourself? Because if no one has given you permission to be healthy, let me be the first to welcome you to being healthy by offering you an opportunity with this opportunity of supplement. This is not an infomercial. This is just me. I'm coming to you because I really feel that you all deserve to know this is a very powerful product, and it will do for you what it has done for others if you give it the chance. As a bucket, your body gets empty. So when your body is empty, it takes time to fill it up again, to get it to the point where your body can use all of those ingredients to heal inside your body. And then once that inside gets healed, then it can come out and all these functions can start flowing and all these things will start working. Because trust me, it took me a month and then everything went normal on my bowels. My bowels were not normal. They were runny and yellow, and it was very scary. I was very close to not having my life. I could see my liver was breaking down and my gallbladder wasn't being able to function. And without these products, I know I would not be standing here in front of you right now. I just know it. I felt it in my bones then. And if I had not taken this chance and this opportunity to trust and to do the things I needed to do for me, and because I'm valuable to me, I did it for me. I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me. Well, with that being said, do it for yourself. Do it for you. You're valuable. You're important. Why would you not take at least a chance on yourself to give yourself the time and allow yourself to feel great again? Feel good again. Because I wouldn't be able to do that 1 mile. No way. There's no way I would have been able to do that 1 mile without huffing and puffing and having a red face and sweat pouring down me and my heart pounding out of my chest had I not been on this supplement. That's right. I was trying to do those 1 miles before the supplement and I was a wreck. It works. It helps. Please take the opportunity to get with the person that has, told you about this product. If it's me, get with me. I want to help you. I want you to have what I have, and that is good health. Because trust me, I want to get out in that yard, and I want to hit the garden next year, and I want to be fit when I'm doing it. Because I want to have me back. I want to have my happy self back. And I wasn't happy before. I was miserable. I was laying on the couch, sleeping. I wasn't happy, and I was miserable. And it all had to do with me making those bad choices. I was terrible. Terrible. I was eating ice cream, junk, you name it. I did it. I've been there. I'm the guilty girl. Trust me. But with this product, I didn't feel that. I didn't have that. I actually lost the cravings. I lost all the sugar and salt cravings and all of that stuff. And I'm able to walk by the junk and stuff like that and pick out, you know, the better products. Look, I'm going to reach right here. What's this? Walnuts. Yeah, this girl. Walnuts. Pistachios. Guess what? This girl's going to rinse off the salt and rebake them. Yeah. Talk about, you know, bad choices. We all make them. We're all guilty. We all know it. But guess what? It's not about... I think it boils down to our culture, our system has messed us up because we've allowed it as people to take over and make it into a convenience. You go to the grocery store, and what do you got? Convenience. You know, we're not doing like Grandma did, getting out in that garden, sweating out that poison from, you know, toxins and stuff that, you know, we're encountering in our environment, like, you know, whatever she encountered at that time, because I don't think they were using what we had today. But, you know, just getting out and sweating and exercising and pulling weeds and growing our own food and getting in the kitchen and cooking and finding the joy in it. Get back to the love of putting your love into the food and you know, laying out that table and you know, make it a presentation. We don't do that. We're like, real quick, let me whip through the Walmart, you know, get my groceries. Oh, and at time tonight, so guess what? I'm going to stop and get me a Taco Bell or a cheeseburger from Burger King or McDonald's. Yeah. Or some KFC. Yeah. I've done it. I'm guilty. I have been there. I know. Forgive yourself. Take this time and forgive yourself. But let yourself off the hook, you know, and do yourself a favor. If there's nothing ever in your life you've ever decided to do, try this product, because it will change your life. It changed mine, and I've seen it changing thousands of others. And if you're not in our group, our closed group, please let me be the first to invite you. Let me invite you and get you into that group. It's amazing. My mentor, Alyssa, is a doll. She is a sweetheart. Call her my boss babe. Kathy, she is adorable, and she is there for everyone all the time. And I'm trying my best to do the best I can for my family during, you know, my time right now that I'm laid off. But I got a group of people, a family that's there for me, that helps me. So why would I not offer this to you? So that you can have an opportunity to do what I'm doing, and that is share this beautiful product with your family and your friends and, you know, your coworkers, people that you know that maybe haven't heard of this product, and get it out there. Let them know about it, because tomorrow might not be there for them. Tomorrow might not be there for you. Tomorrow might not have been there for me had I not reached out. So I'm thanking you for your time, and I know I've went over I wanted to stick to about 10 minutes, but I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I really appreciate you guys, and I love you. I want to thank you for bottom of my heart for following me, for friending me. I'm at KemberlyMcElrath@gmail.com. And again, I'm on Facebook as Kemberly, that's KemberlyMC. And I shortened it because I think it's just a little bit easier than to say McElrath. But if you want to do the McElrath, that's fine. But I think Kimberly Mac was a lot easier. So I appreciate your time and your friendship and your loyal friends to me and my family. And I love you all, and thank you. And have a great night. Bye-bye.